Taguig police confirm a loud explosion rocks a posh enclave in Taguig and sends shockwaves to different parts of the city. The explosion happened Friday in Serendra, a first-class commercial and residential area in Taguig City. Witnesses report the explosion around 8 p.m. Friday. We have Floy Ketchi Pablo on the line with us for updates on this developing story. She is there at the scene. Floy, what did you see?
Well, actually, initially when I heard the explosion, I didn't really notice a lot of the debris. But when we went closer, the first thing that we saw was a cargo van that was totally destroyed. We couldn't even tell what happened to the driver. And then across the street, nakita namin na may unit sa Serendra on the third floor, corner unit siya, na destroyed din. And it looked like doon nanggaling yung explosion.
Nanggaling yung explosion sa loob ng Serendra mismo?
Yes, dun sa unit.
And then when you saw that, what did you feel? How did people react when it happened?
Actually, strangely, the people were calm. When the explosion was heard, the last ng shockwave eh. So initial reaction was to run away from where the explosion came from. And then in a matter of minutes, all the guards of Serendra were running towards the direction of the explosion. And then the people, lumapit na sila, pero walang chaos. No one was panicking. Siguro everyone just wanted to find out what happened and where the explosion came from.
So you heard a sound and you felt a shockwave, is that correct?
Yes. Pati yung mga windows ng mga establishments. Kasi I was just in front of Cafe Mary Grace. So that was just around the corner, siguro a few steps away. Tapos yung mga windows nung Serendra, talagang nag-rattle sila sobrang lakas.
There's no fire, there's nothing that seemed to indicate any fire from the pictures that we're seeing now. Did you see, is there any kind of insight to where the explosion came from and what could have caused it?
Actually, yun nga, from the looks of it and based on sa mga information from the guards din, na yung explosion came from the unit sa Serendra. Kasi yung cargo van was right across nung unit. So, initially when we thought na yung cargo van yung sumabog, when we saw the unit, parang it didn't really make sense na yung explosion would come from the cargo van. Looked like something was blown out of the unit, kaya sumabog rin yung cargo van. Tinamaan na lang siya.
Is there any kind of official announcement from people in the area, from the police, from the guards?
No, there wasn't.
And how do you
They
feel?
weren't really giving out information.
How do you feel now being there?
Medyo calm na. Kasi, well, yeah, at first, initial thought na talaga, I thought it was a bomb, na terrorist attack or something. Pero when I saw that, yeah, everything was secured and secure agad ng mga guards, more on, na lang, a bit rattled na lang. But I'm glad that it wasn't anything serious.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Floy Ketchi Pablo. In the middle of the scene, you're seeing pictures that are coming in from social media. You see the debris littered on the street that Floy had described. She described a third-floor explosion that blew out the glass and hit the truck that was on the street. And sorry, my last question, Floy. What about any injuries? You talked about the driver, and no one seems to know what happened to the driver, but did you see anyone injured?
Yeah, there were a couple of people coming out of Serendra, and it looked like they were coming from the pool area because they had towels on, they had their swimsuits on. But it wasn't anything serious. Parang tinamaan na lang rin sila ng debris sa arm lang. And there was already an ambulance waiting outside, so pinasok sila agad ng mga guards. When they were coming out of Serendra, the right arm was bleeding. May naka-cover na towel. Eh may waiting na ambulance naman outside. So diniretso na sila doon. Yun lang yung nakita namin injured. We didn't know kung anong nangyari sa driver ng cargo van. Meron agad ambulance tsaka fire truck na dumating. Siguro less than 5 minutes na doon na sila. Parang yung explosion ng bawal na fireworks sa New Year. Mga ganun. It was really grabe. I actually cried after it kasi I was tapos yung shockwave na talagang sobrang lakas na lilipad yung hair ko.